Hi everyone, it's Daniel again. We're looking at playing a little bit of Mega Man today, but not in any major lengthy period of time, and here's why. We're just kind of looking at talking a little bit about another series we're going to be doing, and I just wanted to start here because it's one of my favorites and kind of portrays to what we're talking about. And that's one of the other videos I posted. So when I first started getting into the idea of doing this channel and just playing some games, I was no idea how we were going to record, so I wanted to test out just the PlayStation. Here, I'm still a little bit sick, so you hear me coughing, I apologize. So when we were testing out, I was playing Mega Man just because he's one of my favorites, and testing, and my kids were in the room, and they just kind of started asking questions about Mega Man, so I just started, kind of talking to them and going on from there. So I really enjoyed that video, and I posted it just as a bit of a laugh. But all in all, I really like the idea. So I'm actually gonna play through a couple of Mega Man games and maybe some other games later down the line, just with my kids, asking weird questions and dealing with their reactions to stuff. I won't really be talking to you guys a whole lot because I'll be dealing with them. But it's just something neat I thought I'd do, and it was a lot of fun for me and them. So we're going to be playing, I think, Mega Man 2. In our first video that I've got with them, we did it today, which I'll be posting soon. And basically they pick the bad guys that I have to fight, even if it's not, the optimal Mega Man order for how I would normally play the games, which is kind of neat because it forces me to play in ways that I don't normally, even if it's something that you guys may get to watch me die a lot. I'm not great at Mega Man. I don't think I'm horrible, but I'm not an amazing, I'm not speedrunners or anything like that. I'm even in some respects I'm rusty from when I played a ton when I was a kid, but I haven't really gotten back into Mega Man in a long time, for other sad reasons we'll talk about, and that's Mega Man's treatment by his parent company has not been amazing lately, and that's okay. We'll talk about what I would like to see done with the character, and what's sad about the character being kind of abandoned the way he has. I mean, obviously the key thing there is that I'm a fan of the games, and we don't have any games. Even though he still seems to be quite popular. I mean, he still is a character people know and enjoy, and that's sad that we're taking a character that everyone likes, and yet he can't get his own game. And mostly it seems to be because of two reasons. And one, it's the idea of profits, not necessarily that he's not profitable, that he's not profitable enough, that they haven't seen enough return to warrant the games. And I get that. You're a business, and your job is to make money, but you can't let your fans and the people that enjoy your stuff feel like if they are not specifically based on giving you all the money in the world, you'll never make anything for them. I mean, you have fans that will buy games that they're not super impressed with because of the company that you are, and because they're used to, that's the company that they always buy from. Like, one that I'm pretty loyal to in all cases is Blizzard. I play almost everything Blizzard puts out, because I know that they're going to be doing a good job and they're going to do things that I like. And Capcom used to be one of those companies. I think the final straw for me was my favorite game series, Mega Man Legends. That's absolutely one of my absolute favorite games of all time, is that series. And I actually bought my 3DS when Mega Man Legends 3 was coming out, and then it got botched. And it was really sad, because that was such an interesting kind of idea they had going, of having a game that was really based on the community, getting strongly involved and helping design the characters, and stuff that was so interesting to me to see. And it got fairly far along, and it was looking good, to the point where there was a demo. And I know there are still people kind of working on a fan version of the game, and that's all fine and well, but it's just sad that we do it from a popular character to a game series that was, yes, fairly niche, but it was a fan favorite. It's a cult classic. Movies are made not always to be You know, not every movie is a Marvel movie. Some movies are kind of, you know, they're meant to do well, but they are going to be cult classics. And that's what they are. And that's what Mega Man Legends series to me always is. It's one of those games that people may have never played it, but if you can get them to, they love it. It's amazing. It's just so charming. So full of, like, unique, you know, aspects to a game that you wouldn't normally see, and this sweet story between, you know, Mega Man and Roll and Tron. It's just sad that we're not going to see that again. And I mean, I'm not going to say it's never going to happen. You know, I would love to have tomorrow wake up and there's a big, you know, Capcom surprise, and they've got me, you know, my Christmas present early. I just don't see it happening. For them to bail the way they did on the game, as far as they did. And maybe one day we'll get that back, but we'll see. You know, so unfortunately he hasn't been around, Mega Man, even though he's seemingly still a pretty popular character. He still seems to do quite well when his games do get made. I mean, the Mega Man 9 and 10 did quite well for what they were. And I mean, the best Mega Man game in a long time, mind you, was made by fans, which I don't have a problem with either, was, you know, the Mega Man X Cross Street Fighter. And I think that's something that's interesting to note, because it kind of happened with Sonic 2, right? Like, Sonic had a game recently came out, and to be fair, I'm not a huge Sonic fan, I never got huge into it, that apparently came out. It was amazing, but it's because it's basically a fan game. They got the guys who were making a fan game to come forward and make it, and it's amazing because it fits what's needed. So that's where I think Mega Man could go, is that Mega Man Cross X Street Fighter was great. See more of it. You know, take the guys that made that, give them a small window. Don't be big. It can be nice, and just something small where it's like, hey, here's, you know, whatever your staff is, 2-3 guys, and make another Mega Man game. You did a great job last time. Let's see it again. You know, even something small like that to bring him back, because he's still popular. I mean, people would have been quite upset if he wasn't in Capcom versus Marvel, right? So he's clearly, you know, still a character that people enjoy. He's still one that I think brings in a crowd, but they've just kind of given up on him for not, you know, if he's not gonna make them, you know, the biggest bucks, you can't do anything with them. You know, it's just kind of sad. I mean, we've got the Legacy collections, which are, it's what I'm playing right now, which are nice, but they are cash grabs, and that's fine. I'm okay with a cash grab, you know, because it does introduce the next generation, for example. Like, my kids are finding this because of this. But, you know, your fans don't want the same thing forever. And if you're not going to do anything with Mega Man, here's what I'd like to see. This is my wish list if they're not going to do anything with him. Give him to Nintendo. Nintendo knows how to treat their mascots. Give him to Nintendo. They'll take him and they can make brand new set of series, start from the beginning, you know, whatever, make it completely new, and work from there, and that could be great. You know, Nintendo does have a little bit of problem with the fact that there's a little bit of overlap with Mega Man and Metroid in terms of style, but they're very different games. They're you know, Mega Man's, I would say, like, if I had to put them in the same kind of category, I'd say Mega Man's like an arcade version of Metroid, right? Metroid's a serious game. Mega Man would be an arcade game in comparison. So I think we could be seeing this, you know, I'd love to see him make a resurgence. I'd love to see my Blue Bomber back. I'm just not sure it's going to happen, sadly. So at least it's something I can do with you know, my kids for now. We'll go through, we're going to, like I said, we're going to be doing the second one in the series to start, and then if we get through that, I mean, we'll pick up some other games from my childhood. I know one I'd like to do with them is like Banjo-Kazooie's quite fun, and very, I know that they would thoroughly enjoy it, and then stuff like that is where we would go. So yeah, I'm gonna, you know, this was gonna be a relatively short video because I just want to talk about the upcoming videos, kind of, and a little bit of an update of what I'm doing. Matt is gonna be back soon. and hopefully we'll be getting our first actual videos of me and Matt talking, so it won't just be me rambling, and then we'll go from there. I'm not sure, we don't have any kind of schedule worked out yet of what games are going to be going when and what we're going to be playing first. We'll probably pick something that is going to be kind of a one-shot for our first video together, but we'll see what that's going to be. We haven't fully talked about what we would like to do. We were throwing around the idea of maybe a Dynasty Warriors game, and not for like not for like a whole campaign, but just like us making custom characters and doing something goofy with custom characters. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and things like that. I know he's coming back from his vacation soon, so you know, that's all I'm gonna do today. Thanks for listening, and you know, like and subscribe and all that junk. And hopefully you'll have fun watching me and my kids goof around with Mega Man.